And new at 6, a Metro Atlanta teacher accused of raping one of his own students. Tonight, our CBS 46 investigative team uncovering disturbing new information about his alleged crimes.
Our Sierra Cummings discovered this was not the first time he was accused of inappropriate conduct with students.
And as one former co-worker tells CBS 46, it is not the first time one of his employers were warned about it. Sierra joins us live in studio.
When we began our investigation in September, Robert Vandal was a teacher at the private school Linden Academy. Despite his teaching certification being revoked at the time and despite misconduct allegations spanning across decades, we found he continued to move from school to school. A state investigator questions Robert Vandal's calls and emails to middle school students at Fulton Academy of Science and Technology.
You then asked to see her neck, and then you stated that if
something along that line. I said, you don't have anything on your neck anymore, do you? Or something along that line. I don't know.
Well, you said that if you were there, you would put a hickey on her neck.
No, sir.
Investigators also reviewed 80 emails the 63-year-old sent to one student in 10 days and another 15 to one female student in 5 days. The Georgia Professional Standards Commission, or PSC, described the communication as disturbing.
The only answer I can give you, sir, is that these kids were more than just kids to me. Some of them I thought were more family than kids. With God as my witness, that was all it was.
This call led to the teacher certification being revoked, but it came 6 months after a student reported to the charter school Vandal touched her inappropriately on the shoulders by massaging the breast area and occasionally tapped her on the butt.
I was just really disgusted with it.
Nearly 20 years ago, Carol Crocker worked with Vandal at Midland Middle in Columbus.
He would take his meter stick and just tap them on the butt.
As the sign language interpreter in his class, she says she saw the signs of misconduct fairly quickly and reported it to the school.
I don't know why it took so long to get him out of the system.
Crocker called it grooming and feared more had happened. She was not wrong. According to Columbus police records that school year, investigators charged Vandal with 5 counts of sexual battery against female students. Another student reported he said come to his house to get a Christmas present. Others told police he touched them on the buttocks or inner thighs. Vandal resigned from the Columbus school. We found Georgia Professional Standards Commission suspended his teaching certificate for 18 months, but the educator would go on to teach in Alabama. And after the suspension was up, he came back to Georgia, teaching across the state. Fast forward to this year, despite his teaching certificate being revoked in a pileup of these complaints, Linden Academy hired him. In a letter to a parent we obtained, the headmaster acknowledged Vandal's history, noting the private school does not require him to have a certification, adding the school looks forward to the year filled with experiences. Police arrested Vandal there in September, although it was for the alleged rape and molestation at his previous school, Fulton Academy. Detectives say they believe there could be sexual assault victims at Linden and other school districts he's worked.
How did they continue to allow that risk and that in our schools?
Vandal was the teacher for Tamara Vega's daughter at the time he was arrested.
Hearing kind of my own daughter's accounts too of the little things that he used to do that were preparing them potentially for that type of victim. I have no doubt that there are other victims.
I think it behooves the school district to take immediate and swift action if they become aware of an educator acting inappropriately.
Paul Shaw is the director of ethics with the PSC. Some families question if the agency could have done more sooner to flag districts about the science teacher's history. But Shaw argues their system relies on schools reaching out to commission directly, not the other way around.
But you only tell them if they ask.
Right, because we would have no idea of 180 school districts of, where the person is employed, seeking employment. We don't have that type of authority or any method of doing that.
Again, Vandal was charged with sexual battery back in 2003. The case went to court, but the charges were dead docketed, meaning suspended indefinitely. The case can be picked back up at any time. If you want to know more about who's teaching your child, we posted steps on how to do that. That can help you uncover an educator's background on our website, CBS46.com. Live in the studio, I'm Sierra Cummings, CBS 46 News.
Sierra, thank you.